Okay. I think I'm live. Never really know. Don't do a lot of streaming, so. Um, okay. I'm gonna treat this as just a recording because, again, frankly, I don't think anybody's gonna watch. Um, but basically, I'm testing things. Testing Proton. American Truck Simulator does have a native Linux version. But I find that the native Linux version is lackluster at best when it comes to frame rates and performance. So I actually did a video a little while back testing out how it plays on Proton, and lo and behold, much better performance, much higher frame rates, and I thought I'd continue that, kind of just sort of see, you know, if the frames can continue, if you can continue with better performance using Proton versus the Linux native version. I have a weird little situation set up here. Of course, I have my camera, with my button box here. Now, I did this for one reason only, and that is because not, at least as far as I know, not all the buttons work currently. I don't know why. If I launch the game in the native Linux version, everything works fine. All my buttons work. Everything's great. Got my little number pad here with some buttons on it. That works fine. My button box for the farming truck farming simulator control deck, all of that works fine. The steering wheel, of course, I don't have that on camera. All of the buttons and all the little gadgets and things, that works fine. In Proton, not the case. So I'll bring up the settings here, and some buttons that I know for a fact do not work. We'll go down to the Windows, open right, close right. If I want to set, say, open right, of course, that would normally be this button here, the green. Weird. Bit of lag on my stream. Um, the 20 button, it's this big green button right here. For whatever reason, I can't map that button to what I want it mapped to in the settings. So if I click on open right window, that normally would be this button here. I even have it labeled for this button. Press this all day long, nothing happens. Now, that's not to say that all the buttons do this. There are some buttons on here that do work fine. For whatever reason, though, I cannot get some of these buttons to work. And I know it's because I'm playing this in Proton. Let me find one that I know works. Let's see. Maybe my lights here. Let's check. Yeah, light modes. Joy 2, button 2. That's this button here. Right here in the corner. It works. Some of the buttons work. Some of them do not. I do not know why. I did a little bit of Googling on it. I can't find a whole lot of information on this problem. So I have to decide, do I want to use this the way that I've been using it, or do I want to live with better, slightly better performance? I say slightly. The frames per second when playing American Truck Simulator through Proton is on the improvement is on the order of around 20 to 30 frames per second. That's huge. It's not, that's not a little amount. So especially when you're using an older graphics card like mine, yeah, you want to think about things like that. Do I need to have all my buttons at the fingertips, and accessible, or do I want to use, or do I want to see that better performance? Right now, I'm just kind of playing around and testing things, so it is what it is. Rascal's Hobbies on. My brother watching on TV. Woohoo! Um, how's it going, man? Got off to a late start here. Sat down on the couch, fell asleep. It is what it is. Of course, my job keeps me busy, so I was very tired today. Um, so, recap: camera setup, showing my buttons, just so I could show what's going on. And again, some of the buttons work, some of them don't. So let's find a little job, and where are we anyway? For starters, well, that's right. I'm way up. That's weird. I'm using my scroll, the zoom in out. Yeah, I don't know. I may have to go back to the native Linux version. Um, Using my scroll wheel on the world map, and all it does is close the world map. Not helpful. So okay, I can use that at least. Um, I think I'm just going to jump back to my garage, and we'll find a job. Uh, I'm way up here in the corner of the map, and I'm not sure. I feel like driving all the way to Jackson just to find a job. So, um, yeah, let's do that. Let's do quick travel. Where is my garage anyway? I don't know where my garage is, to be honest. Mm-hmm. Ah, good, good. No, yeah, got off to a late start. Really not feeling this, but thought I'd play it a little bit, and uh, Garage Manager. There we go. That's the one. Well, apparently I have two garages. Did not know that. So there's one in Cheyenne. I like that one. Let's go there. I don't play this enough, so I've forgotten what to do. Okay. Yeah, my engine start button doesn't work either. I mean, and it's because of Proton. You know, it's a work in progress. I mean, nobody can fault them. Okay, I might as well get some sleep here. I think E is my engine. Okay. And activate. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I still love this game. Um, but honestly, I don't have the time to play anymore. I'm thinking of mainly just sticking with my PlayStation. Um, I don't have a huge inventory for that yet either, but uh, I mean, yeah, get your GPU fixed, or get one anyway. I mean, if you can find one at a good price, um, get your PC fixed for sure. But don't rush. Just to play with me. I got my PlayStation. We can play on that quite a bit. All right. E Parking brake. And we'll get out of the garage first. Okay, park here for a minute. I do have to check a couple settings. Do I have a menu button on here? Now, I know, again, some buttons work, again, some don't. So I'm still figuring out what does, what doesn't. So far, primarily, it's this bank of buttons here. I feel like these ones don't work down here. The big button, the main button here doesn't work. And that's what I usually use for my engine start. But I mean, there's always a way to work around those things. And again, I do have my little button box here, my little number pad that I can put the buttons that don't work on the farming deck. I can make work on my number pad. Yeah, no rush, no for sure. The PS4 has a huge selection too. I won't eventually get Grant. Yeah, I don't really. I've kind of lost interest in that game. In most racing games, we played the crap out of Gran Turismo 2 way back in the day, and yeah, I just don't really feel it. And also, it's a brand new game. I'm just not interested in paying full price for something I know I'm not going to enjoy. I have Dirt. I have a few racing games. I think I don't know. Just not really feeling it. It goes on sale. Maybe I'll think about it, but. Options, yeah, because of course I have my little shifter knob here. This is um, sequential shifting because this is not an expensive deck. But I also have these little buttons down here on the knob. The red one is usually the Jake brake. That red one doesn't work either. There are buttons that again do work, some that don't. Wreckfest. What is Wreckfest? Yeah, see, that doesn't work. Engine brake. Did I get it to work? I did not. So, yeah, so the engine brake on where I like to have it does not work. But I do have a button up here that does work for that. Demolition Derby style game. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe. I guess I could look into that one. Wreckfest. Yeah, I'll check it out. Maybe you can link me on the PlayStation or something when you get a chance. What else? Window wipers. Doesn't look like the wipers work either. No. It looks like wipers back works. Yeah, weird. Again, some buttons work, some don't. I still can't figure it out. Um, music, audio. These are settings. I have not had a chance to mess around with these either. When I installed it and run it through Proton, of course, everything went defaulted back to nothing, back to basics, and I just haven't monkeyed around with any of the volume settings or anything yet. Um, and of course, I have my. I thought I had some music on here, but I guess not. All right, no music. uh, yeah, you link me. Okay, get it next month. Yeah, I mean, I'll look into it. You know, depends on what it is. All right, job market. Cheyenne. Um, Again, I don't want to do a huge job. We'll do this one. Wheel loader Volvo. Yeah, we're good. Continue.
You have a text message.
Okay, let's do this. Parking brake. Where am I going? Yeah, map button doesn't work either. Isn't that great? Um, did I not pick a job? I thought I picked a job. A steel. I'm gonna have. I'm having a hard time here. Link sent. Uh. Oh, okay. All right. Um, it's not giving me my GPS line to where I need to go to pick up the load. So that's that gallon map. Where is this place? I don't know where I'm supposed to go to pick up this load. It's not showing up anywhere. Yeah, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Uh, Map. What'd you say? Is the GPS thing a setting maybe? If it is, it's a new setting. I've never. When you pick a job, it's supposed to set the GPS to take you where you need to go. Um, it's not doing that, not even on the world map. So, okay, so I guess I'm just going. I'm gonna go over here. You know, what's funny is it's not even letting me set a pin on the map. I got a feeling this is going to be one of those problems. Um, yeah, it's going to be one of those problems where it's going to make the game almost unplayable if I can't even set waypoints. Um, you know, it's one thing if you don't want to use GPS, but if you can't set waypoints, I'm not sure how useful, you know. Yeah, I can't set any waypoints or anything. I mean, I'm willing to try it without GPS, but if you, yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Let me go to the settings. Maybe it's something in there, but I really doubt it. Um, Gameplay, maybe? Hmm. Camera settings. Yeah, navigation. I mean, the only thing on GPS that I can find is, you know, best route and things like that. So it's not. Yeah, it's not that. I got a feeling I'm gonna have to go back to the native Linux. That really sucks because I was hoping to demonstrate a little further um, the increase in frames versus Proton versus not using Proton. I think there's just too many issues with the Proton version or playing the game through Proton. Yeah, there's just nothing here on it, so I don't think. No. Hmm. No, I navigation is set to never. Yeah, I don't actually know what that does, honestly. All right, let me try it. Ah, look at that. Fix the problem. What do you know? Fix that problem anyway. Funny thing is, it wants me to. All right, so I guess I'm going up here and not over here. Weird. Yeah. Okay. Well, that fixed the problem. It's always been set to never, so I don't know why that. I've always had it set to never anyway. So I don't know. All right. Well, that problem's fixed. Let's drive. Thank you, Rascal. It is, however, not on my GPS map. I am seeing that at least. Hmm. Yeah, I'm positive everything that I'm running into right now is a Proton issue. All right. Map again. So we're going all the way down the road here and making a left. Weird. Let me look at that again real quick. Now I moved it to world and job map. It doesn't appear to be anything about the GPS. So hmm. There are times that I miss not playing as much as I used to. But I mean, what do we got in the game? 1,000 hours or something? I forget now. Some ridiculous number. I mean, I played it a lot. I don't miss it, but at the same time, I do. I suppose I'd miss it more if my computer was up to the task of actually handling the game. For the PS4, no, that would be cool. I'm kind of hoping though that there's a new one coming out called Alaskan Truck Simulator or something like that. See, now right now I got a huge spike in frames, so I have to wonder, and you can probably see that too. It's very sluggish. Um, I did not experience this, so I feel like frames tend to be much more stable at times, but like right now, that is really hard to play. And in theory, 30 frames per second should be quite smooth. That was stuttery. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm leaning heavily towards just going back to the native version. Um, I think what we'll do is we'll park up at the pickup location for this trailer, and I think we'll end the stream because trying to set it up, trying to reinstall the game without Proton, it's just going to take too long to sit through. Ugh, boy, that brakes are super sensitive. Yeah, I've been watching some videos on that. Um, I love that for everything you need to access on your dash panel, for instance, um, you have to look at it, and then it becomes an item that you can click on the screen. I think that's fantastic, and I love that when you get out of when you have to fill up the tank, you actually get out of the vehicle. Yeah, I went in and I switched it over to always, so now the GPS shows up on the screen. I don't know. I'm quite confused by a lot of the settings on this game sometimes. Um, the visuals don't look quite as nice as they do on this game, but that Alaskan truck, I think, looks really, really good. So I'm hoping it'll end up being a PlayStation game. I don't know. Yeah. I know I'm probably going to have to readjust this later, but well, those brakes are so sensitive. Um, Braking intensity. Why is that so high? Yeah. Mm. Oh, nice. So it will be for the PlayStation. So we'll have to get that game for sure. Yeah, I really did not fall for that game as much as I thought I would. Having played what's that game we play on Steam that's like the forefather of SnowRunner and MudRunner, Spin Tires. I did not fall for that game as much as I thought I would. Um, I mean, it's visually it's great. If you're playing and you don't mind me tagging along on your profile, I'm happy to play. But it's just not a game that I feel like I want to just log in one day and start playing. It just genuinely didn't seem to do much for me. All right, so we're here. Um, let's take the job. Where is it? I bet it's that big one right there. Yep. I think as soon as I can figure out how to stream on the PlayStation, I'll do it. But I just, I don't know how to do it. All right, attach. Yeah, see, so the buttons I use for attaching and detaching the trailer don't work either. So, all right, it's attached. What do we got? 5 hours, 23 minutes. I don't remember how big a job this is, so I guess we'll just go ahead and do it. Yeah, I mean I've never streamed on the PlayStation. I'm actually, I'm very new to PlayStation, so I don't actually know how to do some of those things, and you know, I don't even stream that much on the PC, so it's. I didn't know where I was supposed to go. There we go. Do I have beacons? I do not know if I have beacons. Apparently, I do not. Do I not? Nope, I do not. Yeah, it depends on what I'm playing too. I mean, I don't really have a huge catalog of games. I mean, what am I going to stream? I suppose I could stream my golf game. Hmm. Yeah, as I'm seeing now. Whoa, hello. Um, in my demonstration video, my first demonstration video of Proton, um, the performance benefits were promising. In this video, not so much. Uh, yeah, I think I'm going to. It's gotten to where the stuttering and glitch is so pronounced that it's almost, in my eyes, unplayable. I think I'm going to end the stream here because I'm going to have to reinstall the game without Proton. Solo, there we go. Save. I think it's the only way to play the game at the moment. Um, I can forgive that some of my buttons on my panel don't work, but I'm having a hard time justifying the performance loss. Uh, Again, my first Proton video with American Truck Simulator, as a recap, frames at 20 to 30 frames per second gain playing through Proton. Um, on top of that, the frames were more stable instead of dipping into the 20s and 30s and then jumping right back up to the 70s. They stayed in the 60s and 70s. So far, anyway, in this round of playing, yeah, that hasn't been the case. The frames have been horrendous. So I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and reinstall the game without Proton. We'll go back to playing it normally. Um, so hopefully by next stream, when I do my next stream, everything will be fixed and everything will be working and no more farting around with, an experimental program that, I mean, so far has made gaming on Linux, much easier, but it it still needs a lot of work. Um, so I think that's it. Rascal, I will chat with you tomorrow. I think. I don't know if we have any plans. Tara said something about going to see your mother. I got a lot of work I got to do around the house. I'm hoping she doesn't actually want to do that because, much as I like visiting your mother, I got a lot I got to get done. So, anyway, if we're home, I will chat with you tomorrow.